much time as you need. Good evening. My name is Chloe Dwinell, and as president of the senior class, it is my honor to welcome you to the Stuart L. Foster Gymnasium for class night. On behalf of the class of 2021, we thank each of you, parents, family members, teachers, students, community members, and alumni, for being with us today, either in person or through a live stream. Please enjoy our ceremony. To begin this evening's program, Jason Kalinsky, Lydia Roy, Maya Sorois, and Allison Burnham will present the class history. Presenting the class history from the first year at MA will be Jason Kalinsky. Jason is the son of Sari Kalinsky and Richard Kalinsky. He plans to attend the University of Maine at Orono and major in liberal arts and computer science. Presenting the class history from sophomore year will be Lydia Roy. Lydia is the daughter of Angela and Daniel Roy. She plans to attend the University of Maine at Orono to major in food science and human nutrition. Presenting the class history from junior year will be Maya Sorois. Maya is the daughter of Naomi Crawford and Connor Crawford. She plans to attend Central Maine Community College and major in life science. Presenting the class history from senior year will be Allison Burnham. Allison is the daughter of Leanne Burnham and Darren Burnham. She plans to attend St. Joseph's College of Maine and major in exercise science and pre-athletic training.
When we go into our freshman year, we think we know everything. Somehow, I never grew out of that mindset and have become what some people like to call a four-year freshman. However, I speak for our entire class when I say our high school experience has been life-changing. From the first day at school, where seniors showed us around to the last track meet and ball game, our freshman year was the year we learned there might be more to learn after all. Perspective. Perspective does wonders for a person. For instance, when I walked through the doors at Monmouth Academy for the first time at a measly 5 foot or 1 reina, now that I've grown to be 5'7", I am now even less confident, but I'm still short. But it doesn't change the fact that on the first day at Monmouth Academy, our seniors and teachers broke down what we should expect through high school. As a senior now, I never thought people would look up to me, nor do I think they should, but as a freshman, I looked up to the seniors guiding me. Now, Monmouth Academy likes to have fun with their students. And by fun, I mean throwing the freshman class out into a national park for a week, not giving them access to a shower. All in all, Moby is one of the best trips Monmouth Academy has to offer. It was a chance for us to make memories and friendships that would last a lifetime. Or you could choose the latter and become the most hated person on the trip. I chose the latter. Alas, the trip finally came to an end, but not before the bus nearly stranded 3 people inside of Fort Knox, one of those being me. Moving on, it was time for the real fun of our high school classes. In our art class, we made a mural for our favorite retired health teacher, Miss Duplessis, and in physical and earth sciences, we tested how far I could skid across the MA parking lot. Now, sadly, Mr. Schultz has to find another way to do that lab. Some new teachers are blessed with the chaotic tendencies that our class has to offer, like Mr. Doobie, Mr. Snedeker, and Mr. Anderson. To this day, they still wish they had gotten the job a year later. Miss Littlefield caught up half the class on how to write a basic sentence and taught several young adult books. She also converted a healthy number of our class into our drama production, The Mad Players. For math, Miss Neal picked up where other teachers left off and prepared our class for the upcoming years. Now, you've heard of elections being rigged, but never before have you seen an event so corrupt and against a group of people until you've been a freshman in Winter Carnival. As freshmen, we were completely in the dark, and the only guidance we had was teachers signing us up for events. Luckily, hidden within these events was the pudding eating challenge that resident hero Joseph Crocker cleaned house in. The biggest advantage we have when we are freshmen is being able to sit out and observe. A whole lot of good can come from simply watching how others go about certain tasks. Think back and remember if you've adopted a way you go about a certain drill or warm-up from someone else. That's the great thing about looking back on this year and other years in our lives. We can see how people change us, how they influence our decisions, and build our character. I know I won't forget the people who helped me get to where I am today, because if you met me freshman year, you might have just given up. We never think to do it, but taking a second to look back at ourselves is something we should do more often. Appreciate that you've made it through high school, appreciate that you've obtained a diploma, appreciate that you'll go on from here, continue to learn and grow, and appreciate the time you have with others, because it's through everyone else that makes you, you. The jokes you make, the people you support, the movies you like, it's all because of someone else around you. So take a minute to think about someone you love and tell them what piece of them you'll be taking as you go into the next part of your life. Thank you.
Sophomore year. This was the year when we weren't scared little freshmen, but we also weren't upperclassmen quite yet. We were starting to get the hang of what Monmouth Academy was all about. One of the most iconic and memorable moments of sophomore year was taking biology with Mr. Warren. The stories about the pool on the roof and the article about the 3-foot unicellular organism found in Wilson Pond are stories we will never forget. We also will always remember that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Little did we know, our sophomore year was the last full year of normalcy before the pandemic hit. During Big Week, we had sophomore awareness at Camp Androscoggin. During this week, our class learned about some intense topics. We also listened to some sad but important stories. We learned a lot about ourselves and our classmates. There were lots of tears and laughs throughout the week, but this experience definitely brought our grade closer together. And we can't forget that Meringue's group won the trolley race. Again. Winter Carnival came fast, and we were ready for it. Freshman year, we had no clue how intense Winter Carnival was. However, we learned from our mistakes and showed the school that we meant business. We were in the lead for most of the week. I can confidently say that our sophomore year 80s rock lip sync was the best lip sync our school has ever seen. The fact that we had an actual drum set for a prop just goes to show that it was legendary. If it wasn't for that window being left open overnight, we could have won that year. We also had the privilege of having a foreign exchange student our sophomore year. Everyone was so excited to have Joao from Brazil to join us. When we first heard about Joao coming to Monmouth, the boys soccer team was so exciting, hoping that he was a great soccer player from Brazil. However, it was quite the opposite. Joao decided to run cross country, which came as a shock to the boys soccer team, but the cross country team was glad to take him. Looking back on it, sophomore year was one of the best years, mostly because junior year came rolling around the corner and our solid GPAs were not prepared for what the challenges of chemistry had in store. Thank you.
Junior year, the year we go from underclassmen to upperclassmen. Not quite the top dogs, but not on the bottom anymore either. Our workload suddenly became heavier, and we were forced to become much more independent very quickly. We started off the year like any other, with Big Week. This year, it was our turn to go on college tours where we would begin to explore our futures, but we didn't get that experience due to our Melmac grant expiring. It was unfortunate, but we didn't let that slow us down. Our boys soccer team made it to the quarterfinals, while our girls soccer team made it to the semifinals. Cross country and golf both placed well at states, and our drama program put on The Outsiders for a full live audience. We did amazing, as usual, but we didn't know those would be our last. Last fall production, last homecoming games, last state meet, and last playoffs. Before we knew it, it was time to start focusing on Winter Carnival. I won't spend too much time talking about that because I know we are all fully aware that we should have won first place. Nothing should have beat our lip sync when Chloe surfed over a human wave made of me, Allie, Lydia, Maddie, Cam, and Cody. Period. Now normally, this would be a relatively positive speech, but you all know what's coming up. Junior year is already found to be the hardest year of high school, and we are blessed with the unthinkable, a worldwide pandemic. I know, you don't want to be reminded, but that dreaded day happened to take place during our junior year, March 13th. It stole so much from us all, yet look where we are now, graduating. Yet, we are still wearing masks and social distancing. At least we made it back inside. Sorry, class of 2020. For the first time in 5 years, we won 1X. We were ready to go to our FBLA conference, and decathlon had just come second in states and was bound for Alaska. Before we had time to take it all in, everything was canceled. The one time I didn't want Mr. Warren to be correct, his prediction was right. Then came the supposed tos. We were supposed to have a prom. We were supposed to have a spring sports season. We were supposed to be at the academy, experiencing high school with our classmates, annoying our teachers, making lifelong friends, preparing ourselves for senior year, but we were home. We learned a fun new skill our junior year called remote learning. Now, just remind yourself, as hard as all of this was, at least you didn't have to take the SAT. The experiences we had were now a thing of the past, and we had no idea what was coming our way as we stepped up as seniors, the class of 2021.
Dear senior year, it seems like we've been waiting to hear from you since the day we stepped foot in these halls, wondering what you would look like, feel like, even sound like. Before your visit, we were all unsure of your arrival. COVID-19 had flipped our worlds upside down and almost taken you away from us. Some of us met you from a distance, learning from you through a laptop screen. Days spent once sitting in a classroom were now spent sitting in our bedrooms, searching to grasp the little bit of Monmouth Academy we had left. Others of us met you firsthand, walking through the doors on the first day of school and seeing all that you had managed to do for us. You looked a little different than we had seen before. Masks and guidelines filled the halls, but each one of us was grateful for the time we were able to spend with you during our last year here. Before we met you, it was unsure if you'd be able to bring back the center of all of our school spirit here at MA, sports. They sure looked a little different, but we athletes were able to compete one last time in the Monmouth Academy uniform. Along with the sports seasons, you brought championships, and a lot of them. Both soccer teams took home the RSU2 COVID Cup trophies, the first to ever do this task, I might add. Let's pretend this isn't the first year it's ever existed. The cheerleading team won the MVC championship and became state champions for the first time in 18 years. Both cross-country teams took home the MVC championship trophies, and the girls' track team blew everyone out of the water at the MVC North Championship. Despite all of the ever-changing guidelines, our athletes were able to conquer them all and have a successful last ride in the maroon and white. Winter Carnival came and went, and despite all of the changes, you rightfully delivered us the Winter Carnival trophy as the seniors took first place for the very first time. But let's be honest, we've deserved a win since sophomore year. It must have been Jason's planking skills that slotted us the first place finish. Most importantly, you've guided us students through the difficult task of choosing where we will spend the next 4 years, holding our hands as we press submit on the Common App and pushing us to reach for our dreams, even if it meant spending stressful hours in Mrs. Knowlton's office. You've watched us grow throughout these past couple months and prepared us for the day that you would soon say goodbye, letting us go to live out our dreams and determine our own paths. Thank you for bringing together this group of kids that I've known since kindergarten for one last ride here at Monmouth Academy. If only you'd stay a little longer.
Presenting the class wills will be Hayden Luce. Hayden is the son of Beth and Dwayne Luce. Hayden plans to attend Maine Maritime Academy and major in marine transportation operations.
Thank you, Chloe, for that introduction. All right. I, Cameron Armstrong, leave to the Monmouth Academy baseball team my singing and dancing skills. I, Shauna Ozier, leave to Sophie Jones my love for her as a best friend. I, David Barker, leave to the students of Monmouth Academy this important advice. Do not procrastinate. I, Amaya Bauer, leave to my brothers my ability to stay on pace. I, Peyton Beasley, leave to Miss Littlefield an entire class without me complaining. I, Ace Blunden, leave to Miss Damon all of the art supplies I forgot to bring back over the years. That's a good one. I, Kylie Brown, leave to Mr. Snedeker my British accent. I, Mackenzie Brown, leave to Sneds all the sandwiches I've eaten in his class. I, Allison Burnham, leave to Mr. Schultz's advisory one last game of spoons. I, Jocelyn Coffin, leave to Mia Luce a new gym buddy. I, Joseph Crocker, leave Brosnan in the dust. Get faster. I, Jeffrey Daniels, leave to Monmouth Academy the oil stains in the parking lot from my trucks. I, Michael Dolan, leave to Miss Littlefield a bag of lightly salted almonds, the perfect mid-school day snack. I, Skylar DeLude, leave to Nathaniel DeLude a never-boring Friday night. Live it up, boys. I, Chloe Dwinell, leave to Allison Lewis a silent ride home from race walk practice. I, Clarissa Estrada, leave to Casey Kaplan my obsession with anime. I, Jacob Evans, leave to the boys my smarts. I, Abby Flanagan, leave to my teammates the ability to have a team that the officials and opponents do not hate. I, Alex Fox, leave to the Monmouth Academy staff the good morning talks that I took place before class. I, Aaron Goslin, leave to my teachers all the unnecessary walks I went on when I got bored. I, Riley Hammond, leave my sister Chloe to Mr. Witherall and Mrs. Libby. I, Evan Hassenfuss, leave to Miss Littlefield an apology for all the extremely sarcastic comments I've made over the years. I, Delaney Houston, leave to Miss Foyt a box of tissues for the next student who cries to you every day. I, Emma Johnson, leave to Megan Ham all the clothes you've taken from me because I know I won't get them back. I, Sophie Jones, leave to the Monmouth Academy Band my love of music and my support. I, Jason Kalinsky, leave to Alexa Allen, Hunter Lazote. I, Timothy Lewis, Leave to Mr. Snedeker one of his paper clips to put in his speaker. I, Stella Libby, leave to whoever finds it the $1 I lost. I, Hayden Luce, leave to Isaac Fortin trash duty at the vestry. I, Jared Martin, leave my old lunch table, my deck of Uno cards, which caused far, far too much noise. I, Lucy McDonald, leave to my brothers an amazing education. I, Cody Mishi, leave to Paskey all of the zinc Ben and I spilled down your sinks. I, Raina Poulin, leave to Paskey my fishbowl of complaints. I, Gabrielle Robichaud, leave to Mrs. Huckey all of my support and morning talks. I, Brooke Rooney, leave to Mrs. Goff and the entire MA staff all the times I disappeared from class, was seen wandering the halls, and eventually had my name all called to return to the classroom. I, Lydia Roy, leave to Ben Hammond my amazing FBLA president skills. I, Madison Sharples, leave to our advisory a game of Pictionary. I, Maya Sorois, leave to Christine Downs the entire drama program. I, Brianna Smith, leave to Mrs. Littlefield a new faux charger for all the times you let me use yours. I, Benjamin Story, leave to the boys' cross-country team more amazing seasons to come. I, Grace Vierling, leave to Molly Corndog my exceptional push-up abilities. I, Ryan Walker, leave to Mr. Amaro a case of Boxy in glass bottles. I, Taylor Whalen, leave to Sned's quiet advisories without Amaya and I constantly moving your desks. Thank you.
Presenting special recognition will be Delaney Houston and Allison Burnham. Delaney Houston is the daughter of Lucinda and Jason Houston. She plans to attend the University of Maine at Augusta and major in elementary education. You've already met Allison.
At this time, would Miss Leanne Burnham, a 1996 graduate of Monmouth Academy, former MA cheerleading coach, class marshal for the class of 1995, and current school board vice chairperson, please come forward. Even though Ms. Burnham, also known as my mom, is extremely busy with her position as guidance counselor at Boothbay Region High School and her own 3 daughters, she always takes time to work with the class marshals and the Monmouth Academy graduating class. Thank you for once again volunteering your valuable time to teach our class how to march with dignity and how to respect time-honored traditions of Monmouth Academy graduation ceremonies. On behalf of the class of 2021 and Mr. Amaro, we sincerely thank you. Please accept this gift as a symbol of our appreciation.
And at this time, can we have Miss Lori Gifford, a 1972 graduate from Monmouth Academy and a former and present MA cheering coach. So we have to thank someone very important and very special who is always close to our hearts. This wonderful individual has been connected to Monmouth Academy by her parents, children, and even grandchildren. Miss Gifford has helped with graduation for 11 years. Without her dedication and time, teaching the class marshals how to lead this year's class to pomp and circumstance, decorating for graduation, or getting the suits for the class marshals, we would not be able to do any of it without her. This graduation would not be possible today without Mrs. G's love and support for us all. Not only does she help with graduation, she helps in many other ways in our community. She is the vice president of the Monmouth Academy Alumni Association, and at the same time, she runs the Contrell Taylor Christmas baskets all year long, helping organize for the holiday season. And most importantly, how I have gone closest with Miss Gifford is she is the co-coach of the Monmouth Academy cheerleading team. She has been involved with this program since she was in high school and has led this team to an undefeated season as well as a state championship. Without her dedication, love, and support to Monmouth, the community would not be the same today. So thank you.
I'll just hold it. There we go.
Mr. Richard Amro Jr., Monmouth Academy principal and 1985 alumnus, will now present the class of 2021 with scholarships and awards. Assisting him will be Mrs. Christine Arsenal, Monmouth Academy English teacher and graduation advisor.
Everybody nice and cool? It's really cool up here. We have the AC on the stage. So I also want to take a moment. I want to thank, wherever she is right now, Dr. Ross, Elizabeth Ross. She's done all of our seating and has done that seating about, I don't know, 15 different times as guidelines changed and as numbers changed and et cetera. So she did very creative. Mrs. Arsenal, who's behind me. So when you hear all of these wonderful speakers and the presentations, she's worked with all of our speakers throughout the week. We just mentioned them, but Leanne Burnham and Mrs. Gifford, thank you for all of your efforts. A lot of people don't know Mrs. Gifford actually used to babysit me when I was a young lad. I did tell the young ladies they weren't supposed to mention the years we graduated. They just made up dates. Welcome to class night, where we'll recognize and honor the achievements of the young adults who comprise the Monmouth Academy class of 2021. One of the most exciting and rewarding duties I have as principal of the Academy is to confer these awards and scholarships which represent these young people, their families, their teachers, the fruits of 13 years of effort and learning. Many of these awards have been part of the Monmouth Academy tradition for generations, and some of you parents and grandparents and perhaps great-grandparents may have been recipients of these same honors. I must share that the award selection process is oftentimes extremely difficult. For every graduate who experiences the exhilaration of receiving an award, there may be several others not selected who are disappointed. I ask that all of us here today join to celebrate each recipient's moment. The first awards this evening are the Summa Cum Laude Awards bestowed by the Monmouth Academy trustees to graduating seniors who achieved an accumulative grade point average of 3.75 or higher over the course of their 4 years at Monmouth Academy. In alphabetical order, they are as follows: Kylie Brown, Allison Burnham, Jocelyn Coffin, Michael Dolan, Chloe Dwinell, Delaney Houston, Jason Kalinsky, Sophie Jones, Emma Johnson, Stella Libby, Hayden Luce, Lydia Roy, Maya Sorois, Grace Vierling, our salutatorian, Abby Flanagan, and our valedictorian, Raina Poulin. The Monmouth Academy trustees present our 4 graduation honor essayists with the Charles L. Andrews Award, along with a cash award. 4th honor essayist, $50 to Delaney Houston. Third honor essayist, Chloe Dwinell. Salutatorian honor essayist, $80, Abby Flanagan. And valedictorian honor essayist, $100, Raina Poulin. So difficult not to shake hands. The Lester M. Andrews Award is bestowed to the senior with the highest average in mathematics. This $50 award is presented to Raina Poulin. The Charles L. Andrews Award for Excellence in World Languages, $50 is awarded to Michael Dolan. The next awards are bestowed by the Monmouth Academy trustees in recognition of academic excellence and achievement. For excellence in English composition, $50 to Raina Poulin. For excellence in history, $50 to Hayden Luce. For the highest rank in 4 or more science courses at Monmouth Academy, $50 is awarded to Abby Flanagan. For excellence in art, $50 to Callahan Blunden. It's hard. If you accidentally shake my hand, I don't think the world will end. The Maine Principals Association Award is presented to a senior who demonstrates leadership, academic achievement, and the pursuit of knowledge. It is a great pleasure that I present this year's award to Raina Poulin. I'm very pleased to present what I believe is our most notable award, which is our Faculty Award, recognizing our most improved student over their 4 years at Monmouth Academy. This award represents what the educational and school experience is all about. The Monmouth Academy faculty so recognizes Riley Hammond. The Truman W. Hollis Good Citizenship Award of $100 is presented to a senior who, in the estimation of the faculty, has done the most during their years at Monmouth Academy to assist the faculty, school, and classmates. This year's recipient is Hayden Luce. For 4 years of dedication to a Monmouth Academy athletic team, we present the Betty S. Davis Senior Athletic Award. Cameron Armstrong, soccer and baseball. Amaya Bauer, soccer and basketball. Allison Burnham, soccer, cheerleading, and track and field. I do want to note Joseph Crocker is a member of the class of 2021, and I'll mention it later in the program, but I have him down for our 4 years in cross country. Joseph is serving our country in the United States Marine Corps. Both he and Ben Story technically graduated early this year for different reasons, and we had hoped that Joe would make it back, but he could not get leave. Hopefully he's being able to watch the live stream. I have no idea. If you are, Joe, we're thinking of you and miss you here tonight. Michael Dolan, 4 years of soccer. Chloe Dwinell, cross country and track and field. Abby Flanagan, golf. And I do want to mention she was also the Class C for the first time this year. We had a women's championship in Class C. She's the state Class C champion this year in the state of Maine for golf. 4 years of golf, 4 years of basketball, and 4 years of softball. Aaron Goslin, softball. Evan Hassenfuss, wrestling. Delaney Houston, cheerleading. Emma Johnson, soccer, basketball, and softball. Timothy Lewis, soccer, basketball, track and field. Hayden Luce, cross country. Jared Martin, track and field. Cody Mishu, soccer. Brooke Rooney, soccer, basketball, softball. Lydia Roy, cross country. Maya Sorois, soccer, basketball, track and field. Benjamin Story, cross country. Grace Bierling, track and field. The Packard athletic jersey is presented by a selection of our coaches to the senior who has provided exemplary sportsmanship and leadership in the sports of soccer and basketball, or soccer and softball. So recognized is Emma Johnson. Stuart Foster served at Monmouth Academy for 37 years as a varsity coach, athletic director, assistant principal, and teacher of history. It's clear to those who knew him that above all else, Mr. Foster valued quality, behavior, and attitudes in student athletes. Therefore, the Most Coachable Student Athlete Award is named in his memory. As selected by the Monmouth Academy coaching staff, These are presented to Abby Flanagan, and Cameron Armstrong. Monmouth Academy has a rich tradition of excellence and accomplishment in academic competitions. We hereby recognize the following students for their commitment and contributions to these highly successful academic teams. Evan Hassenfuss, Academic Decathlon. Delaney Houston, Academic Decathlon and FBLA. Raina Poulin, Academic Decathlon, Math Team, and FBLA, and she was also a state officer for FBLA. Allison Burnham, FBLA. Jocelyn Coffin, FBLA. Finely tuned athletes, stay hydrated. Yeah, thank you. Michael Dolan, FBLA. That was good. Thank you, Mike. Chloe Dwinell, FBLA. Hayden Luce, FBLA. Lydia Roy, FBLA, and she was a state officer for FBLA. Grace Vierling, FBLA, and she also was a state officer for FBLA. Taylor Whalen, FBLA. Monmouth Academy's co-curricular clubs and organizations contribute not only to MA, but also the greater Monmouth community. For their commitment and dedication to these worthwhile endeavors, I present plaques to the following seniors. For service to the Monmouth Academy Yearbook, the Amaracus, Allison Burnham, Editor-in-Chief. And Lydia Roy, Editor-in-Chief. For outstanding leadership in the Monmouth Academy Student Government, Hayden Luce, Student Body President. Chloe Dwinell, Class President. Raina Poulin, Class Vice President. Allison Burnham, Class Senator. and Jocelyn Coffin, class senator. For outstanding leadership and service in the National Honor Society, Raina Poulin, president. Abby Flanagan, vice president. Delaney Houston, treasurer. Lydia Roy, historian. And Allison Burnham, secretary. For participation in at least 4 productions during their high school career with the Mad Players, Monmouth Academy's drama program, we recognize Allison Burnham. Callahan Blunden. Michael Dolan. Clarissa Estrada. Delaney Houston. Jason Kalinsky. Hayden Luce. Jared Martin. Raina Poulin. Lydia Roy. While Lydia is here, for outstanding leadership to the Future Business Leaders of America, FBLA, we present this. Back to drama. Madison Sharples. Maya Sorois. Benjamin Story. Grace Vierling. Thank you. And Taylor Whalen. Whoever left drama to Miss Littlefield, there is everybody leaving, I guess. For participation in the Monmouth Academy Music Program, Shauna Ozier. For 4 years participation in band, we recognize Sophie Jones. And also, Sophie will receive the John Philip Sousa Award for the Outstanding Senior Instrumental Musician. The following awards and scholarships were previously announced by the Capital Area Technical Center. When I call your name, please stand to be recognized here this evening. Mackenzie Brown. Mackenzie received the Early Childhood Education Activity Fund Scholarship in the amount of $400. Jeffrey Daniels. Jeffrey received the Auto Collision Tool Award in the amount of $150. Joseph Gieman. In one semester, he received the Embark Scholarship in the amount of $500 per year for up to 2 years at a Maine community college. Evan Hassenfuss. Evan received the highest grade award in the Culinary Arts Level 2 program, the Culinary Arts Tool Award in the amount of $300, and Evan was inducted into the National Technical Honor Society. Stella Libby. Stella received the highest grade award in the Certified Nursing Assistant Program, the Gillian Cohort, Instructor's Choice Health Academy Activity Account Scholarship of $100, and Stella was inducted into the National Technical Honor Society. Jared Martin. Jared was inducted into the National Technical Honor Society. Cody Mishu. Cody received the Instructor's Choice Electrical Technology Activity Account Scholarship of $100. And Maya Sorois. Maya received the highest grade award in the Certified Nursing Assistant Program, the Belanger Wonky Cohort, the CATC Citywide Scholarship of $250, and Maya was inducted into the National Technical Honor Society. Excellent job, CATC students. Monmouth Academy has a deep, rich academic and community tradition which is unique and special in modern secondary education. Nothing demonstrates this fact more graphically than the multitude of scholarships available to our graduating seniors. The scholarships I'm about to confer are the result of the generosity of families and friends and alumni and benefactors of Monmouth Academy. I sincerely hope that the recipients of these scholarships understand and appreciate the Monmouth Academy pride and spirit that these scholarships, totaling over $50,000, represent. The Doris Poole Merit Award is presented in memory of Doris Poole, a longtime enthusiastic supporter of Monmouth Academy. Mrs. Poole graduated from Monmouth Academy in 1942, served as an administrative assistant at MA from 1968 to 1984, and was inducted into the Monmouth Academy Wall of Fame in 1990. This award recognizes the exceptional accomplishments of a senior who has positively impacted Monmouth Academy and the greater community, exhibited a personal drive for excellence, and quietly gained the respect of the faculty and student body. This year's recipient of this $150 award is Delaney Houston. The W. Andrew Poole Scholarship in memory of W. Andrew Poole, a 1943 alumnus, is presented to a senior baseball or softball player who demonstrates enjoyment for and love of the game of baseball or softball. This scholarship in the amount of $100 is presented to Cameron Armstrong. The Donald O'Clair Award in the amount of $200 is rewarded to a student entering a business-related program. This year's recipient is Michael Dolan. The Edith Arlen and Brian Blaisdell Award is presented to a senior attending a business or technical college. Leon graduated from MA in 1919, followed by his wife Crystal in 1921, Arlen in 1946, and Brian in 1969. This $350 award goes to David Barker. Two Evelyn and George Chick scholarships in the amount of $850 each are given in memory of George and Evelyn Chick, in memory of their long dedicated commitment to the Academy and the community of Monmouth. The recipients are Hayden Luce, and Benjamin Story. The Doris Greenwood Scholarship is presented to a senior who is entering the field of teaching. This $350 scholarship is given to Mackenzie Brown. The Dr. Edwin Beale Award is a $150 award presented to a senior who's demonstrated outstanding academic achievement and will study business at the post-secondary level. This year's recipient is Michael Dolan. Three Monmouth Academy trustees W. Ingraham scholarships in the amount of $400 each in recognition of outstanding academic achievement are awarded to Chloe Dwinell, Emma Johnson, and Raina Poulin. The Fred and Terry LaBelle Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $150 is presented to a senior who embodies the MA spirit, is hardworking and deserving. This year it is awarded to Sophie Jones. The Mountain Valley Conference Student Athlete Award in the amount of $100 is presented to Maya Soroyce. The Monmouth Academy Theater Arts Award of $150 is presented to Delaney Houston. On behalf of the Avita Institute, I present their $1,000 scholarship to Gabrielle Robichaud. The Rosella Landers Memorial Award in the amount of $100 is given to a creative, outgoing, and deserving senior. This year's recipient, Jason Kalinsky. The Burl Jordan Award is presented in memory of Burl Jordan. Mrs. Jordan served tirelessly as a business teacher, advisor, supporter, and mentor to countless students at MA from 1942 to 1974. This award is presented to a hardworking, deserving senior who will study business at the post-secondary level. I present this $100 award to Alex Fox. On behalf of the Monmouth Lions Club, I present the following 2 scholarships in the amount of $1,000 each. This year's recipients, Delaney Houston. And Grace Vierling. In normal years, we have these organizations present these scholarships. It's something that we certainly miss. Maybe next year, to many of you out in the audience. So on behalf of the Monmouth Fire Department, it's my honor to present the following Monmouth Firefighter Scholarships. The Richard P. Milligan Scholarships in the amount of $250 are awarded to Jocelyn Coffin, Delaney Houston, Timothy Lewis, Hayden Luce, Maya Sorois, Grace Vierling, Richard P. Milligan Scholarships in the amount of $500 are presented to Peyton Beasley. Congratulations. Mackenzie Brown. And Lydia Roy. Robert G. Benson Monmouth Junior Fire Department Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 is presented to Mackenzie Brown. On behalf of the Cocknoaghan Trailblazers, I'm pleased to present their scholarship in the amount of $400 to Abby Flanagan. The Augusta Kiwanis Club scholarship in the amount of $2,000 is presented to Chloe Dwinell. You look shocked. The Harold A. Lovejoy Senior Good Sportsmanship Award of $200 is presented to a graduating senior who is demonstrating a superior attitude and demeanor in their athletic career. I present this award to Amaya Bauer. The Tyler Grandmaison Melmac Scholarship each year recognizes one senior from every Maine high school with a scholarship. This award recognizes a student who's made a difference in the lives of others in their community and has shown a commitment to public service and has the potential to make a difference in the world. As principal, I am proud to present this $2,000 scholarship and certificate to Stella Libby. On behalf of the Maine Youth Cheerleading Association, Coaches Association, I present a $500 scholarship to Allison Burnham. On behalf of the Maine State Future Business Leaders of America, I'm pleased to present their scholarship in the amount of $500 to Delaney Houston. The Monmouth American Legion Post 204 is pleased to award $400 each to 4 deserving seniors. First, in memory of Archie Wing, Delaney Houston. In memory of Winthrop Kenfield, Maya Sorois. In memory of Stanley Jake Kanzi, Hayden Luce. And in memory of Arthur Esmond, Grace Bierling. I mentioned Joseph Crocker earlier tonight. Brooke Rooney, if you'd please stand. Brooke Rooney. Brooke has enlisted in the United States Navy to serve her country. In addition, Brooke has completed 31 college credit hours over the past year, a little over the past year, right? Which means that she'll begin her military career with the rank of an E3 instead of the customary E1. So Brooke, congratulations and thank you for serving your country. On behalf of the East Monmouth Methodist Church Ladies Auxiliary Scholarship, I'm honored to present $500 given in memory to Alice D. Fairchild. This is presented to Maya Sorois. The Monmouth Athletic Boosters are proud to award scholarships to support Monmouth Academy student athletes in their pursuit of higher education. The scholarship is based on 5 core areas: academics, athletics, leadership, achievement, and personal presentation. With the support of the community of Monmouth, Monmouth Athletic Boosters is proud to present a $500 scholarship to Abby Flanagan. The Scott Pettingill Scholarship is given in the amount of $250 in memory of Scott Pettingill. The recipient of this award must be planning a vocational education. This year, the scholarship is awarded to Jeffrey Daniels. The Monmouth Federal Credit Union Further Education Scholarships presented in memory of Robert Walker and Pauline McDougall in the amount of $250 each are presented to Delaney Houston, and Hayden Luce. The Winthrop Rotary Club Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 is presented to Abby Flanagan. And Cody Mishu. The Alberta Butterfield Award of $50 is presented to a hardworking and deserving senior. This year's recipient is Jocelyn Coffin. The Moody Family Scholarship in memory of Raymond R.D. Moody. R.D. graduated from Monmouth Academy in 1978 and is the son of Sheila and Ronald Moody. Mr. Moody is a former principal at MA. This year's recipient of the $200 scholarship is Cody Mishu. The Monmouth Fish and Game Member Scholarship in memory of Robert Pettingill Sr. and Joe Bergeron in the amount of $400 is presented to a senior pursuing education in the field of wildlife management or a related field game warden service, forestry, veterinarian, fish and game related occupations. This year's recipient is Peyton Beasley. The Jeremy Savard Fine Arts Scholarship is awarded to a deserving student that will be attending a post-secondary school to major in the fine arts area. The recipient of this award must embody the true art spirit both in the classroom and in their own character, demonstrate an appreciation of art as an academic discipline, and, more importantly, as a tool for self and community enrichment. This $500 scholarship is presented to Callahan London. The Floyd Gray Scholarship is awarded to a deserving senior continuing their education. Floyd is a 1952 alumnus and served the Monmouth community as a local business person. This scholarship in the amount of $350 is presented to Alex Fox. The Frederick D. Robertson Vocational Technical Scholarship of $300 is awarded to a student pursuing a degree in the vocational technical field. Mr. Robertson taught and served as the chairperson of the machine tool program at Central Maine Vocational College from 1966 to 1984. He's a longtime resident of Monmouth, and his 4 children and 5 of his great-grandchildren graduated from Monmouth Academy. This year's recipient is Cody Mishu. The Stuart L. Foster Memorial Scholarship was established in 1999 by the Foster family through the generosity of friends, colleagues, and former students from around the state of Maine and literally the world. Mr. Foster was a teacher of history at Monmouth Academy from 1958 through 1996, and again at different times in his career he served as athletic director, assistant principal, and varsity athletic coach. He cared deeply for all students and treated each one with dignity and respect. Students became better people simply by spending time with Mr. Foster. This $800 scholarship is awarded each year to Monmouth Academy senior entering a history-related field. This year the scholarship goes to Jason Kalinsky. The Cottrell Taylor Scholarship was established in 2000 to remember and honor Henry L. Cottrell and Robert Lanke Taylor, who both served as principals of the former Henry L. Cottrell School, and in memory of Marjorie Mar Cottrell, who served as Monmouth Academy's cooperative education teacher and director for 12 years and served on the Monmouth School Committee for 9 years. This $1,000 scholarship is awarded to a senior who's attending a technical or vocational school. This year's recipient is Jeffrey Daniels. We're pleased to present the David and Christine Heckman Award in the amount of $500 to a Monmouth Academy senior who supports the importance of academic excellence through participation in academic decathlon. This award is given to the varsity level decathlete who has the highest combined state scores in mathematics, essay, and speech. This year, our Monmouth Academy team recently finished 3rd in the nation in the small school division. This year's recipient is Raina Poulin. The Gary Francis Sanborn Technical Scholarship is presented in memory of Gary Sanborn, who was the valedictorian and president of the Monmouth Academy class in 1954. Gary was devoted to Monmouth and served 11 years on the school board, where he worked to help the Monmouth schools to rise to the highest levels of achievement. He expected teachers, staff, students, and townspeople to value education and the traditions of Monmouth Academy. He realized that students have many callings, and he valued the industrial arts and home economics programs. He believed that students who pursue technical education and make a trade their future are the lifeblood of our communities and fill the needs of everyday life. Therefore, the Gary Francis Sanborn Technical Scholarship is given to a deserving student who will be enrolled in a technical school. This year's recipient of this $500 scholarship is Cody Mishu. The Elizabeth Parody Scholarship was presented to a senior attending a post-secondary school to study animal science, veterinarian science, equine science, dairy management, or wildlife management. Elizabeth was a 1999 graduate of Monmouth Academy. She was a kind, caring person who in particular loved all animals. This year, we present this $1,000 scholarship to Peyton Beasley. The Dr. Lawrence Bougie Scholarship is presented to the recipient of the Elizabeth Parody Scholarship. Therefore, we present this $400 scholarship to you as well. The Monmouth Academy Alumni Association grant of $1,000 is awarded to Allison Burnham. The Monmouth Academy Alumni Association Phyllis Smith Ambrose Scholarship in the amount of $500 is in memory of Mildred, Russell, and Stanley Smith, who are all graduates of Monmouth Academy. This year's scholarship is presented to Timothy Lewis. The Friends of Cumston Hall Library Scholarship of $1,000 is presented to Clarissa Estrada. The Nancy Bates Ludwig Continuing Education Grant is awarded to a senior who demonstrates a financial need and wishes to pursue a career that is dedicated to helping those in need. Nancy was a lifelong resident of Monmouth and a Monmouth Academy graduate. She taught for many years in Monmouth and directed the youth drama program for over 2 decades. This $150 award goes to Maya Soroyce. Established in 1992, the Tex-Tech Industries Gordon S. Bragg Award of $2,000 is given by Tex-Tech Industries in the name of Gordon S. Bragg, a longtime community member and Tex-Tech employee. Mr. Bragg, throughout his 41-year career with his company, set a superior standard of leadership through his diligence, perseverance, and hard work. The annual Monmouth Academy graduate must possess the same industrious work ethic and motivation so notably exhibited by Mr. Bragg. This year's recipient is Hayden Luce. The Dr. Arthur and Mabel T. Chick Award is presented to a senior who has demonstrated academic achievement and dedicated involvement in Monmouth Academy's co-curricular programs. This year, 2 scholarships in the amount of $1,000 each are presented to Allison Burnham and Lydia Roy. The Vestry Thrift Shop Scholarship is presented to seniors who have volunteered their service to Monmouth Vestry. On behalf of the Vestry, I'm pleased to present 2 scholarships in the amount of $1,200 each to Grace Fearling and Hayden Luce. The Brett Carter Memorial Athletic Scholarship in the amount of $900 is awarded to Allison Burnham. The Dr. Arthur and Marjorie Sprague Scholarship in the amount of $2,800 is presented in memory of Dr. Arthur and Marjorie Sprague. Dr. Sprague was a 1925 graduate of Monmouth Academy and always felt that his dedication to teaching started here, influenced by his teacher, Professor Arthur Chick. After earning his doctorate from Columbia University, Dr. Sprague was a professor at Hunter College in New York for many years. This scholarship was created hoping that some young, worthy student would profit from its proceeds. This year's recipient is Raina Poulin. The Senator George J. Mitchell Scholarship Research Institute awards scholarships each year to graduating seniors from every community in Maine. This year, there were nearly 1,300 applications from across the state, resulting in a highly competitive selection process. The scholarship award amount is $10,000 that will be equally distributed in $2,500 per year. In addition to the financial support, the Mitchell Scholarship recipients are eligible to participate in an array of personal leadership and career development programming throughout their time at their college. Please join me in congratulating this year's Mitchell Scholar from Monmouth Academy, Hayden Luce. Because of her awareness of the importance of caring teachers in the role of students and her desire to aid future aspiring educators, the Marjorie Ham Scholarship was established in 1991. Mrs. Ham taught for 19 years at the Henry L. Cottrell School and was a lifelong resident of Monmouth who was closely involved with the community and its educational system. This scholarship, presented to a senior who plans to enter the field of teaching, and the amount of $4,000 is awarded to Delaney Houston. The Connie Ham Deneen Humanitarian Award was established in 1990 in memory of Connie Ham Deneen, daughter of Marjorie and Donald Ham. It is presented annually to a graduating senior of Monmouth Academy and the amount of $3,000. Connie Ham was a 1956 graduate of Monmouth Academy. She graduated summa cum laude from the University of Maine in 1960 and received her master's degree in counseling from Northeastern University in 1977. With the love and support of her family, Connie devoted her life to helping others. In the words of one contributor to the fund, we hope that recipients of the scholarship will know the wonderful, productive life she lived in her 51 years. As a student summa cum laude, a wife and a mother, a teacher, a social worker, and therapist, she was a role model to be proud of. She was a lovely, warm, vibrant person who enriched the lives of everyone who knew her. This scholarship fund has been established using donations from family, friends, relatives, and the citizens of Monmouth in Connie's honor and in her memory. This year's recipient is Abby Flanagan. The Edith and Elliot Schulman Award is given in memory of Connie Ham Deneen by Edith and Elliot Schulman and is to be awarded to the recipients of the Connie Ham Deneen Humanitarian Award in their second, third, and fourth years of college. You just received that award. So in your second, third, and fourth years of college, the scholarship amount is $7,000 each year. The only... The only provisions are that the recipients must have received the Connie Ham Deneen Humanitarian Award, which you just did, and you must remain in good academic standing in their college programs. The past 3 years recipients are Madeline Amaro, Kayla Brooks, Caitlin Hunt, and now you, Abby. Congratulations. That concludes our class night ceremony. Please join me in an ovation for the class of 2021. you.